Hey everybody, welcome to Rough Night Gaming. I'm Marcus.
And I'm Travis.
And we're playing Nioh. So far our channel has been the dynamic where either Travis will show me a game that he's played in the past and he's really passionate about. We started with Dark Souls, a game that Travis has played all three of and is like really into. And I'd never played number one. So we kind of had a journey through that where Travis showed me the finer nuances of that game. And then I, in turn, showed him a game from my childhood. It's called Onimusha. I don't think it's quite as popular as games like Dark Souls and stuff. It came out in 2001. But we ran through the first one of that. That's up on our channel. And then we did the second one, which isn't up yet. But that's because Nioh came out. And Nioh is like almost a perfect combination of the two.
Yeah, it's like an ultimate amalgamation between the two of them.
Yeah, it's set in feudal Japan in the same Senpoku period where Onimusha took place, and it's got a combat system that's so similar to Dark Souls. I mean, they call it Souls-like.
Yeah.
And we're ready. We both played the alpha, beta demos, the trials, or whatever.
Yeah, I played the demo bit, so I'm not going in this completely blind. I know some of the mechanics and how to handle it, but they're a lot like Souls, so it's not like, it's nothing secret. But I don't know anything about the story or anything. Well, obviously, neither of us do, really.
Well, I got the game because we're playing it day of release, and I got it last night, and so I've dabbled. I'm a couple hours ahead, and I'll try to keep that going so I can not necessarily guide Travis, but so we don't get stuck, and we just have to watch us bang our head against the wall so many times.
Yeah.
So let's get started. This is gonna be great.
Zipangu.
Yeah, I looked up what Zipangu means and stuff. It's
Kublai Khan. Oh, awesome. He's not probably in this, is he? Oh, okay, it's from Marvel.
Kublai Khan? No, Kublai Khan is not, but it is a factual thing that the Mongol Empire did attempt to invade Japan. It's like after they conquered China.
Yeah, they tried to do it twice.
Yeah, they sent a letter to the king of Japan, and the king of Japan was like, no, I don't care. And then they rode over and were taken out by a tsunami.
Some sort of hurricane thing.
Yeah, and then they tried it again.
So Amrita, this is
Philosopher's Stone.
This is the Philosopher's Stone.
Essentially, that's what they. I mean.
Oh, interesting.
The Queen of England remains locked in combat.
So they talk about what's going on in Europe in this time period.
Yeah.
With Spain, the country where the sun never sets.
Spain and Portugal.
For control of the entire world.
This guy sounds Scottish or something.
They do try to give them accents. I don't know if they do a good job of giving them period appropriate accents.
Yeah.
Some of them sound very American, I think. But I'm not a linguist.
Well, I am, so I'll tell you.
Well, so this is, this is kind of interesting because they talk about the Amrita, and they're talking about it in the context of being in Europe, right? They were alluding that they were fighting over the rights or fighting over stores of this. Is that?
No, they're going out to look for it to acquire power.
I thought that this was kind of cool. They don't just start you out in Japan.
Oh, that's neat.
I had never heard of the Tower of London.
Oh, I've been there.
What?
Yeah.
So you'll already know the map. Perfect.
Yeah, right. Actually, if it's, I might be able to figure things a little bit.
Oh, I'll be very impressed.
Well, we'll see. I don't know where it is. But I went there in 2001. And I was in England a couple of years ago with my wife, but she's not really into scary, spooky places. And people where hundreds of people have died as political prisoners over the years is not.
Is it just a historical museum now,
not
or
does
is it still functional as anything?
As a prison? No.
No,
yeah,
not as a prison maybe, but I mean
Yeah, it's more of a historical thing now.
Okay.
They still have the changing of the guards and all that sort of stuff that they do, but oh, okay.
So this is also
It seems death
reminiscent
won't stop
of
chasing me.
Dark Souls, the first one anyway.
Oh, you start in prison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you start out in prison.
That's actually...
That was my first inkling when I picked up the controller the first time.
Yeah, you're right. I never... they teach you how to attack as they...
Oh yeah, you gotta free yourself. You gotta take down those faulty rocks.
Who built this prison?
Schmucks. But they also don't tell you why you're in prison.
Maybe they will.
Maybe.
When I have the chance. Alright, so I can run by sprint up. I'm gonna keep running. Let me close the door on this guy.
Closing doors is not a thing.
Ow.
Oh.
Maybe I can punch this dude.
Use your disarm skill.
Oh yeah. What skill is that?
You'll figure it out. It's one of the secret buttons.
I know there was a block and disarm move in the demo, but it's something you had to train for.
There's a like those skills.
Yeah,
that you
could, if you had no weapon, you could grab their weapon and use, like, kind of basically crit them with it.
Oh, I don't remember that. That's awesome.
But it was really hard. It was basically the equivalent of parrying, but it was really hard to do.
Gotcha. So they introduced the stamina bar, but as you know from playing the demo, they don't.
Dungeon key.
You don't have your key or your kai or whatever it is.
Oh, I have stamina, but not key. Interesting.
Yeah, because I assume it's because you're not in Japan. You're not in the land of the rising sun.
Look at that sword. Jeez.
It's the same one he was just poking you with.
I know. It's just
So
big.
much bigger on your body.
Saying I'm small. That I have small hands.
Hey, your words, not mine. I swear, I wasn't implying anything by it.
Let's see.
And I've noticed that like enemy design, like actual visual things that you can see on the enemy, kind of lends itself to like
That's funny.
you should either back up or you should take this guy a little more seriously, or you can tell that he's got a big ass weapon, and later when they introduce stances, which we can get into when that becomes a thing, you can see what stance they're in, and that affects how you're going to approach the enemy as well.
Yeah.
Are you going to free all of your brethren?
Well, I assume they're probably in prison for good reason.
That one's dead.
But yeah.
Were you in prison for a good reason?
I don't know.
No
Probably,
idea.
honestly.
So, our main character, he's based on a real person, William Adams.
Is that my name, William?
Your name is William. I don't know that they ever give him a last name. In the book Shogun, which is also about William Adams, he's called William Blackthorne.
I know in the Onimusha game, you mentioned Shogun a bunch of times. During our playthrough.
Yeah, the book. As we've kind of stayed with the same setting, I've tried to do a little bit of research on the history of ancient Japan and the historical figures there. So I may say some things that I may think are facts, and they could completely be way off, but I think they sound cool. So if I'm trying to paint a picture of what it looked like and spout something off as a fact and it's not, that's okay. Or don't go like, writing things on your history test that you learned from Marcus at Rough Night Gaming. It's very inadvisable. Look how pretty that is.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
ER. England royalty? Royal England?
Droit? Edmund.
I don't know.
Is that Droit? I can't.
Which one?
second one.
DROIT?
Yeah, it looks like it.
That's what I would assume. I don't know what any of that means.
Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting design. Very
Sexy.
well.
And I don't know what the it's not a flower or there's a leaf. I don't know what the leaf or bush is in the center. It's probably something symbolic of England.
Well, Dieu, isn't that like God?
In what, Latin?
Well, I know Deus is kind of a God thing, so maybe it's just like a derivative word.
Are you talking about like a dais? Like, is that where the term dais
It
is
might, yeah.
spawned from?
Oh, I'm up high. There's not a lot of guards in this place. I'll tell you what.
Well, you were in prison. I mean, why do they need to monitor the guys behind bars, right?
There's no backstab in this game, if I recall.
There is no backstab, but I think that you do get bonus damage for
Oh, there's
whacking a
somebody
dude
up
in the
there.
back. I'm not sure though. I actually I haven't really noticed it in my playthrough. He's got a hat. You should get his hat.
Oh, he's a beef eater.
That's a vodka, right? I don't know anything.
No, it's the guards of the Tower of London wear this ceremonial hat, as well as.
Oh, they are guards of Tower in London, the Beefeaters? Is that?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what they are. In
that's
fact,
cool.
I know in downtown there's a hotel that they dress like that too.
Oh, that's neat. I literally only know it because of the alcohol. To backpedal for half a second,
See if I can.
so Kublai Khan, right? He
Oh crap!
after he conquered Japan or China, I mean, he tried to conquer Japan, and both times, because you mentioned that he attacked twice. The first time he was wiped out by a tsunami, and then the second time
I believe it was a hurricane.
it was a windy thing.
Well, because it was a
A hurricane happens over
I mean,
land, and a
doesn't-
tsunami happens over water.
sure, but it was like wasn't it called like a kamikaze, which is divine wind?
That's just what they call divine wind, I think. And yeah, they
Because they were basically it must have been a divine wind that let.
well, it's actually interesting because the emperor of Japan at the time had the Buddhist monks pray, obviously, for victory and like favor and stuff like that, and so they saw the winds as divine wind, which is what kamikaze means, which is interesting how it's implied as we know it now as the sacrificial fighter pilots. But after they fought off the Mongols, because actually when the Mongols landed and fought, like they kicked the Japanese ass, like they were winning that shit. And he also came with like
Yeah, because the Mongols were amazing.
yeah, and they had way more troops that they sent over. They sent over like 120,000 troops, and the Japanese could only match with like half the second time around. And so they were getting their asses kicked before the whatever storm it was sunk at least 2/3 of the Mongol ship or the Mongol troop. And then they retreated and had plans to get back and kick Japan's ass again a third time, but never got around to it. And actually,
Yeah,
after,
because the empire was starting to fall apart.
yeah, and after the winds worked, all the Buddhist monks were like, "Hey, you're welcome. Where's
Yeah, right.
where's ours?" And so they,
Ooh, wait.
yeah, this is important. Oh.
This country. Indeed, the pirates have served their purpose.
The death of
So maybe you were a pirate.
will spark a war and a wonderful opportunity to acquire more Amrita.
Once tomorrow's execution takes place, we will get our hands on a
I need to go back downstairs because I skipped something.
Right as soon as you hear the like mysterious voices, you're like,
I went the wrong way.
Perhaps even the world.
The day when England reigns supreme is near.
But our beloved queen thinks of Amrita.
So they're good guys, right? I mean, they're for the Queen, they're for England. They
Yeah.
gotta be friends.
We must find them before our nation's rivals do.
Edward Kelly, you will go
Edward
to
Kelly.
Japan. It seems it would be to our advantage.
Edward Kelly is another historical figure who's actually
We cannot
a guy.
blame Amrita.
I think he was knighted. I think it was Sir Edward Kelly. I did very, very light research on
crap.
Edward Kelly.
Who are you?
Just like essentially like a Wikipedia read up.
Oh, wrong
And
way.
it said that he was known for dabbling in alchemy and like weird magics, and they said he even went as far as to do some sort of like necromancy, where like, obviously it's not like a thing that works, but he dabbled in it.
I see. I know that the Japanese love to kind of like fantasize historical figures. You know, like in Onimusha, where
Wow! Kill it!
no. In Onimusha, they ended up making a lot of like Nobunaga into a specific type of character. And he was like made into like a fantastical like resurrected demon undead thing,
which is awesome.
which is real. That really happened.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah. There we go again, getting on our awesome
Yeah, put that
factoids
on
that
the
you can
history
take
test,
the
guys.
history class.
Oh, I can pray.
Everybody's taking notes.
What did I do? Oh, I'm healed
You're
up.
healed.
Stupid.
Yeah, and just like a bonfire, all the baddies are back. So throughout the
That guy wasn't paying attention.
he suffered for it. Through the trial, what I keep calling it the trial because it was the last chance trial, but in the demo, what weapon did you find that you liked the most?
I was really into the sickle. At first, I tried the dual blades, but after a while, I was like really into the sickle,
I never found
the little weight thing.
because there's a flow I think that each weapon has, and that you kind of gotta find out in order to really maximize it, and not just. And I never was able to find it with the sickle and the weight.
For me, I prefer fast weapons. I don't like being caught off guard with slow, stupid weapons. And so the faster weapon is, the better I tend to like it. But if it's too weak, even if it's really fast, I do have an issue there. I like a middle ground where it's fast enough to interrupt slower weapons, but hits hard enough to oh, I can't even open this door. Hits hard enough to like maybe stun or
Yeah, I mean, there's
get
no
somebody
point
out
if
there.
they like
Oh,
a poise aspect of it, to use a Dark Souls term. If it's not gonna, if you're gonna hit him and he's gonna still be able to swing through and hit you, it loses its utility at that point, I think.
right.
Even if it does take a couple, if you're fast enough, you get a couple on him. Hey, you're a Beefeater 2 now.
I know. I wonder if I get the arms, if I can pretend to be one.
I would love to see you try.
Oh,
Oh, you're tired.
oh, I should've
Ran you
blocked.
through.
Or dodged. Alright, switch around.
Ooh, trying out the spear. I like it.
Boxes.
Boxes behind boxes. There
There's
you
the
go.
levels.
Now we can test it out,
Now no one will even know.
right? I mean, you're blue-eyed, blonde-haired.
Battle axe. Do you think the Japanese use battle axes? Or not the Japanese. Do you think these guys wear?
Oh yeah, for sure. You're definitely gonna blend in now.
Perfect. No one will be able to tell. This place is really dark right here. Here.
Is this? Do you recognize any of this?
Oh, you mean that of an actual? No, it doesn't actually look familiar. Maybe the tour that I was on was more about the actual prisons, and this place is more of the other places.
Is it big? Because I mean, I went to
Oh,
London
yeah.
this past year, and I don't remember seeing it, but I wasn't looking for it. There's so much to see.
Oh yeah, London is so busy. There's so many things to see if you are into it.
So is it like downtown? It's on the river, right? It's on the Thames River.
Thames, yes.
Thames. Why don't they just pronounce the T and the H together like any good blue-blooded American would?
I don't know.
Done with that. Get it out of here.
There you go. Let's back around.
Shortcut.
Now I want to take a look at this shrine. I'm not gonna pray at it, but because it's got a very what is that?
Got candles.
I was gonna say egg, but it's too flat. Now it looks more like a stone.
Yeah, kind of like a worn-down tombstone, or just a grave marker, maybe. But
Yeah.
it doesn't have any etchings or anything on it to give us a sign of what it could symbolize, other than a marker.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Travis and I will sometimes overanalyze things that probably have no relevance on anything, but
Well, it's because we're used to Dark Souls. In Dark Souls, every little thing means something.
as I found out through playing the game with Travis.
A character goes, hello, and you're like, why did he say hello instead of hi?
Why did he say?
What could that possibly mean?
Why did he call me Swami?
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Why did he? I want to go back up.
So when I first ran through this like kind of beginning area, I got really lost, and I was like, "Oh man, this place is like really big. They don't really give you a whole lot of direction and stuff." But
I'm digging the lack of a map.
that's funny. At some point later in the game, I was playing and I was talking to my wife, and I was like, "A map would be so helpful right now," but.
Oh, did I? Oh, I see what I got you.
Right? Eventually, you kind of put it together, and
I've already been here and I just didn't realize.
yep. Which actually, the reoccurring enemies help with that, and the open boxes help with that.
Then I've already been here. No.
Nope. You've already got that. You didn't need that.
I noticed that there was a equal
Ooh,
sign
this
next
one's
to it.
yellow.
And the equal, I think, means it's defensive multiplier because its side stats are different.
Yeah, and it's a different color. It's yellow.
Yeah, so I've noticed that this game kind of has like a MMO style levels of gear power.
Yeah, one's like common, one's uncommon, one's rare, and then like purple's like exotic or something like that.
Yeah, stuff like that. Now,
Ooh.
the first time I noticed that was in World of Warcraft, but that doesn't mean that that's the game that invented it.
I never World of Warcrafted.
It's probably for the best.
Whoa!
It takes up a lot of your time.
Yeah, and it's a game that takes up a lot of your time, and then you're really good. If you spend a lot of time and you play with other people who are really good, and they expect you to be really good, and then I'm not.
Well, you become good, nobody starts.
Just so our viewers know, I'm not good at video games, and Travis is good at video games.
I am not.
Oh, you're being modest. Stop it.
I'm alright.
Oh, you got a yellowed bastard sword. Oh, you're not using your sword right now anyway.
We'll rock the axe for just a little bit longer. So I noticed that this game has familiarity with weapons,
Uh-huh.
but I'm not entirely sure what happens when you max out familiarity with a weapon. I
So-
wasn't able to figure that out.
I was kind of playing with that earlier, and I'm pretty sure you get more, because you're not getting anything other than items for killing these guys right now. I mean, it looks like they're quote-unquote souls or whatever, because in Onimusha you like suck up their souls through your gauntlet, and in Dark Souls you collect their souls, so I'm going to call them souls. It looks like they're flying to you, but I don't know that you actually collect them in this area of the game. Later you will. But I think your familiarity ups that.
Oh, I should've dodged.
No. You haven't used any medicine so far.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot I had medicine.
Ooh, nice. Well, he throws them down pretty quickly.
Yeah, he's pretty quick with them. Kind of like in Bloodborne.
Yeah, where he just like jabs himself in the knee. So I think it gives you more of your Amikari. What is it called? Amrita.
Amrita.
So I think it gives you more of that. The more proficient you are with, and it's individual weapon by individual weapon. It's not like you're raise your familiarity with battle axes or this type of battle axe. It's this one weapon, and I think that kind of spawns from the thought that in Japan, if you used one weapon like for many years and like fought many battles with it and slew many foes with it, then it would eventually imbue itself with power of like gods and the like. So you get more souls from it.
Blood of your enemies.
Yeah, essentially. And then also when it comes time to dick around with the blacksmith, you can. I was actually going to tell you, anything that you've maxed out the familiarity on, don't sell it, because you're going to get a ton of stuff, and there's a quick sell thing where you just like select everything and deselect things, which is a great way to sell things. But you're going to want to try to keep the ones that you have maxed out familiarity with.
Hi.
Because there's some sort of mechanic, it's called like soul matching. And like I said, I haven't played around with it yet, but they say if you do a soul matching with weapons that you have maximized familiarity with, I love that you're sneaking with this giant axe. But so if you maximize out your familiarity, there's certain characteristics of that weapon that you can pull out of it and apply to an upgraded weapon that you would also do at the blacksmith. So we'll have to play around with it.
Okay.
But I mean, you get such meager returns for selling those weapons that it's not a big deal. It's just kind of a hassle to keep them in your
Yeah,
in
but
your menu.
I noticed from the demo that you get a lot of them.
You do
So
get a lot.
sometimes it can be worth it to just get rid of a lot of excess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Whoa.
Like the ones that, yeah, right. That's what I was talking about. Like the visual tell of the enemy. You're like, okay, and these aren't like,
Oh, I just drank a potion for no reason.
well, you're fine. You got 7, man. You're fine.
I wish I could. I just wanted to see if I could pull it just one
Do
of
it.
them.
Use your rock.
Oh yeah, my rock. That's Well, I'm dead.
Nah, you're fine.
Oh wait.
You're
I
fine.
thought he
You
got me.
played Dark Souls.
Yeah, the first rule of Dark Souls is what? Don't fight more than one enemy at a time, right?
Yeah, and I think they intentionally pulled both of them out here. So, if you haven't played Dark Souls or you didn't play the demos, you find out real quick, like, okay, these are 2 tough enemies. I can't just, like,
Nice.
slash my way through them.
Oh man, and he like staggered me too.
Yeah, and so they take down about, what, 400 hit points? Oh boy, you are not using, like, Dark Souls strategies at all.
What are you talking about? That is a Dark Souls strategy.
Just to run past and aggro more?
Well,
Go to areas you've already been, I thought was the Dark Souls strategy.
that's true. But running past is a Dark Souls strategy.
After you know what's ahead of you, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
Travis, you taught me everything I know. And this is, I have it written down in my notebook, the study from Chapter 2, Mission 3 here.
Oh wow.
Oh, and you have to go all the way back to the
There's
other.
It's alright.
Yeah, there's one right there, but you don't get to go to that one.
I got this. This is my first death, you guys.
That was your first hit.
First of many.
You're so good. No. Wait, yeah. Just run past, it's fine. Areas you've already been, right? Psh.
I don't know what the aggro radius on enemies is.
I feel like they do pursue you for a long time, but some of them do give up. I would love it if it was like individualized by the enemy. Like this guy's just lazy and like
Yeah, right.
doesn't care. He's like doing it for a paycheck. He's like whatever.
Oh no, he got away.
Yeah.
Oh darn.
And there are times throughout the game where I'm like, oh my god, this is taking like forever to make any progress, and you feel like you're so far, and then you die, and you just like you blast through enemies, and you get back to where you were. You're like, that wasn't so bad.
Let's see what's down here. Now that I know those.
Yeah, not super scary dude. This was down here.
Tough dudes. That guy died.
You're so mean.
Oh, I like flipped without meaning to. Still getting used to the control scheme a bit.
Do you have an inkling if you're gonna try for light, medium, or heavy armor, or are you just gonna go with whatever feels right in the moment?
I tend to favor light, but I am known to switch up to like heavy if I'm having a hard time with a specific enemy. Yeah, nice, very nice.
And I feel like, just as far as the shrines go, it definitely felt like Dark Souls 1 a lot more than Dark Souls 3, in the fact that there seems to be very few of them, but you're constantly unlocking shortcuts and ways to get back to them, and kicking down ladders and stuff like that, so that you can have access more easily.
Like that to fight wars. Yes, they got more use.
So you notice that they're speaking in English, right?
Yeah, and I also noticed that he just said something about using monsters. Body just split in two. It's kind of like they bet you that Amrita like perverts people and makes them into something terrible, or it like allows you to access them or something.
Down and helpless. That's what they're trying to do to all of us.
Yeah, it is interesting. I think we'll definitely have to have a discussion about like what the yokai, I think that's what the greater demons are called in this, where they come from and how they kind of manifest themselves. But I mean, that'll probably be a discussion for later after we actually have experience with them.
I already have like multiple directions to go in.
Right?
Well,
It's like, yes, this is the perfect one for the crossbow.
Nice. What's this way?
It's probably a Black Knight.
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
No, that's a boss.
You're gonna reject the advice of your guardian spirit?
Yeah.
But she's so cute.
Nah. She's a traitor. She'll kill me with a thought. Let's take this guy out. For kicks.
And you can see how, you know, take on one of them at a time and kind of gauge their toughness a little bit.
I figured that out already. They are tough.
Oh,
Oh, I ran out. There we go. Oh, crap. Let's try this. Oh, nope.
Oh.
Nope, that was a mistake.
Oh no, you're gonna. Oh, okay, all right. Off with his head.
Oh, I thought I had him. Alright.
I mean, so it looks like you are getting the Hurikuri, and maybe after the mission it'll all add up, and it just doesn't show you
Hurikuri?
the Amikari.
Oh, okay.
Also, just so our viewers know, I have a terrible memory about just about everything.
Yes. I had to baby him the whole way through Dark Souls, which is terrible.
It's hard to like focus on playing the game and listen to you jabber. it's very difficult.
Alright, so I could imagine, based on how frequently I get like either the same gear or more gear, that I could, if I wanted to, I could spend a lot of time just putzing around trying to find a, you know, slightly better weapon, slightly better armor.
I guess.
Oh, this is the guy
Yeah.
I would have just killed otherwise.
Yep.
I didn't mean to fall, but
It's fine. You did it. That was
alright.
perfect.
There's still one more path I need to find out before I go fight the boss.
Oh, and I was mentioning that the I don't know, it seemed the soul or whatever that was downstairs that you had talked to, or you searched and it spoke to you. It was in English, and they've all been in English because duh, you're in England. And when you make your travel to other places, they speak in other languages. Because you know we played Onimusha 1 in Japanese, which was awesome. I think the voice acting, even if it actually isn't better, it just sounds better because
Sure.
we don't really maybe know what they're saying, like if it's bad or not. And so I was hoping that would be an option with this one, but it isn't. You just get whatever language that character is supposed to know.
Oh, crud.
Hit him with a rock. Nice. It's a pretty good sized rock. He can jump.
It looks like a boulder. Oh no, he's rocking an axe.
Oh yeah, he is. Get him. Show him his X skills
No.
are inferior to
No!
Oh.
Oh man!
Did you pray at the
His
other
life
shrine?
has ended. Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
At least I'm really close. Huh?
Yeah.
I notice I don't have to pick up my souls though.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
They, yeah. I think
'Cause I have
they
no
do a
soul.
really nice job of not giving you everything all at once. This is a great little like training area to where you just like, all right, this is combat, this is items. They give you equipment like one at a time. They kind of dole them out, so you're like, oh, okay, this is where I go to equip. And even though they do give you instruction on how to play, you know.
I like how you can roll and play. That guy's hardcore.
Yes, his,
I can't do that.
stamina's very high.
I mean, maybe I can. I don't know. I've never tried it.
You don't have plate, yeah.
That's true. I don't have plate. I'm talking about me in real life.
Oh man, I feel like we should do this.
This is something we need to get on.
Yeah. First, we just need to find plate mail. You think that the museum, the local museum, will let us borrow them for the night display, and then just roll
Actually,
around
they
them?
did have a samurai exhibit a few years back.
Why didn't we go?
I went.
Oh, thanks for the invite, you jerk.
I got it.
Overconfident.
Oh no.
Oh, that was awesome. Bloop.
That was like a, what do you call that?
Hot shot.
No, baby cake.
Oh.
Baby cake arrow at the end.
Yeah.
So, the last game we played was, did we already discuss this, where it was Onimusha, but usually it'd be like, you know, your turn to play, but because Onimusha was only like 7 episodes long, we decided that maybe I should get a little bit more playtime before we switch.
Yeah, and that people just love watching you play video games more than they love watching me play video games.
It's
I get
way
it, Travis.
more fun to watch you.
Wow, we're just having a little like bro love fest here. No, Travis, I enjoy watching you way more.
You are definitely the handsomest.
No, oh, sir, please.
Oh no, I don't want to fight these two. You know,
You're just gonna check the area and then be like, okay,
yeah.
that
Chest. Chest.
Chest. I don't know if you have immunity.
Oh my god,
frames.
they forgot.
What? No, they're just being super duper cautious though. This guy, he knows something.
He's really fast. Also, he's dressed like a beef eater, so that's intimidating. Man, I can't move.
Nice.
I got stun locked.
Yeah, that would have been a good chance to see if you had immunity frames while opening the chest.
Guess I'll have a chance next time, because I'm gonna go right back. Because actually, I just realized, without losing souls, there's like no punishment for death,
Nope.
other than just, you know, backtracking.
Well, you know, which is another part of why it's awesome for. Let's see, immunity frames. Oh, he waited. He waited.
I
Looked like you
didn't
grabbed
get to
everything.
see what I grabbed.
No,
I have no idea.
I never look at what I grab anyway.
I try to glance at least a little bit.
I just mash, and then I'm like, oh, that was a purple color. Maybe I'll go in. I literally like I'll just clear out an area and then I'll go through my new items and see what I have.
Looks like I got a battle axe. You know, I could go heavy.
Whoa, you should do it.
Let's just try it out.
Well, you have all this stuff.
Yeah, dude.
I thought about going heavy for one of the future bosses, but I wound up beating him before it was necessary.
Alright. So I just need to kill this guy.
Yeah, forget about the knight that's behind you.
Well, he didn't see me last time. Why would he see me this time? It's because of that helmet.
He needs to increase his perception. His passive perception's really low.
Alright, let's do this.
Let's totally do it. It's totally safe. You're completely fine, Travis. I don't see what the big deal is. I'm such a baby over nothing. Oh, you should have followed it the first time.
Derek. That guy's name is Derek.
This is the hardest boss in the whole game, by the way.
Just almost killed him.
Well, look at his armor. His armor is leather straps and a cloth.
I think he's like he hits hard kind of guy. Not a. Yeah, he's like a glass cannon. What?
Ah, it's you,
Sweet tats.
the man with the guardian spirit.
I look like I'm playing Dark Souls with this game.
If I die, the secret of the stones dies with me.
Is that me talking?
Let me show you what these stones can
You sound really American, right?
I can't tell because I got this helmet on, so I can't tell if I'm talking.
Look at
Oh, phase 2.
Well, I mean, yeah, phase 2, I mean, you didn't expect him to be that easy.
Oh man.
But yeah, obviously that Emerita like corrupts the actual person itself. And so maybe it needs a vessel, maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
That's where I learn about. That'd be so strange.
Yeah, you learn about.
Oh.
I would.
Yeah.
Oh God!
I couldn't move.
That's where you learn about managing your stamina. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't just that. It's because they also stun you when you, even if you have stamina, they hit you hard enough. Guys with rough boys.
But yeah, you can see his stamina.
Yeah, I think I might have to turn that on. I may not.
No, you can always see that.
Then what's that thing I turned on earlier?
In my game, I don't have the numbers for the hit points and the actual stamina. I just see the bar. I don't have the actual numbers.
Okay.
You weren't using a sword.
Yeah, what's up with that?
What a win. You should play without a helmet, like Baby Cake.
Maybe I should.
Baby Cake's my character that I name everything that I play video games in ever.
Yeah, I haven't been able to name any of my characters yet.
Yeah, you've been Seminosuke, Jubei, and now William. Oh no!
We haven't aired Onimusha 2 yet, though.
Oh.
Guide me to the kingdom of gold.
I'm gonna crush her!
Oh. What are you doing? You will die.
Yeah, it is a little different because I didn't put on plate mail, so like that shot probably wouldn't hurt as much for you, and you're not gonna do this. You're gonna go straight to the bottom. Like,
Yeah. You will die.
so that's her feather. Obviously, it was red, and the guy with the bald head.
I wake up in Japan. I just float all the way from England to Japan.
It makes no sense.
All the way. Do I go over Russia or something?
You just go straight under it.
Oh, under the landmass?
Uh-huh.
How am I doing this?
You have 99 points in your swim attribute. You didn't know? But so anyway, they depicted him with like shoulder pads, like a crow feathered shoulder pad.
Just like Velka.
Just like Velka, and Nobunaga was depicted with that a lot too. I don't know if that's because bad guys look sweet and that kind of stuff, or if that's symbolic of anything. This bothers me. It doesn't say how he got on that freaking ship, like who he's questing with or what.
Or why?
Exactly. It kind of shows you the route that they took. This all actually happened. They took the five European ships. They died at different points. They were Dutch ships. This was the Western India Trading Company, Eastern India Trading Company.
Oh, right. This is where they go below South America. Which is
Yes.
like the craziest route to Japan I've ever heard of.
And so,
Why? You'd have to cross the Atlantic and the Pacific.
An ironic twist
Whatever.
of what awaited us in the Far East.
yeah, but I mean, when you don't know, like you've only heard of this land called Japan or Zepong or whatever.
Well, you knew that. Like, what's the
Welcome
name?
to the game. Bum bum bum. So the actual William M. Adams was a pilot, like a really really good one too, employed by the Queen. He's an English pilot on a Dutch ship. Anyway, so this is an important part.
He's talking about. I didn't even know how it ended up on this ship.
Oh, the rudder or the journal that he's talking about.
Yeah. Oh snap! Oh cool! I get to start with a.
So I think this impacts weapon drops. Because I feel like, because I chose axe primary and dual sword secondary, I feel like I get those more frequently than I get other ones, but I could just be smoking crack. I don't know.
Well, you really should stop smoking crack. Alright, let's see. You know what? Since I really liked Kusarigama, I'm gonna go with this one.
Yeah, do that.
Just for now, and I could always change.
Mastery of this unusual weapon requires a deep understanding of special techniques with quick strikes to throw on weapons repertoire.
Just reading the site of his favorite accounts, I feel as though I'm here in the flesh. There in the flesh. Cool. Oh, is this training? If I were to use a different weapon. Okay.
Choose your secondary.
Kusarigama. What? I'm gonna rock his normal sword because I feel like dual swords is similar to Kusarigama.
Yeah. Kind of matching at that point.
Yeah, they're both fast and weak, so that's...
And so this is interesting that it has you do the next part as well. It's like choose your favorite stat or something like that.
The key is ready. $8 million gods and other deities. Exactly how this figure is derived, I can only imagine. It's probably just some really big number, like 1,000,000.
1,000,000? It's a lot of zeros.
Well,
That's not what
it's
it
like a
does here.
vague-
It asks you to pick your guardian spirit, which is not weird. I don't know where I got this thing from.
Okay. Evasive abilities. Amplifies the ability of those enemies to sense enemies.
Because you can hear like a swoop sometimes when enemies like see you. I don't know if that would give you any more.
Strengthens the attacking power of those enemies protection. Let's just try the Daibawashi. That sounds different and sounds like something that not a lot of people would
And
pick.
just so you know, you don't get to switch back and forth like you did in the demo. You have your one guardian spirit. For now, anyway. I'm a couple hours in, and you only have the one guardian spirit.
I'm sure we'll get more.
Maybe. That's the one I chose. Gosh, we're so similar. You don't need a tutorial.
I do not, yeah.
You got me. What do you need a tutorial for?
The dinghies have been ready for us to make Windfall.
Landfall.
Landfall. Why did I say Windfall? I put the memoir down and stomp out of the room. Kuroshima is a tiny island off the coast of Usuki in Kyushu's Bungo province. Huh. So I'm in Kuroshima.
It's southern Japan. I think southern Japan's where all the action is.
Hmm.
And, like, it just hurts my brain how much sense this doesn't make.
Well, I'm sure it will. Let's just chill out.
I mean, he steps off the boat and he's, like, already samurai. Except for his clothes. Like, he just picks
He's
up
been
a sword.
training this whole time by reading that book.
I forgot. Oh, he attached the red feather to his necklace. You see that?
Yeah, not gonna lie, a lot of games these days are pretty weak in story. They kind of just jump from scene to scene.
Yeah.
So I'm not really expecting much. So we'll just see what happens. And maybe it'll be salvageable, or maybe it'll be great.
It's gonna be great, Travis.
Of course.
I don't know. Yeah, why you would? Do you recognize this area at all immediately? Right
Yeah,
off the bat?
this is obviously the first. I've taken everything. This is the first demo's location.
Yes, yeah. And you didn't play it all the way through, did you?
No, I got to the second part of it, and then I got too busy with my life, and I didn't have time.
I hate when that happens.
So it's fine. That means
Perfect.
I know less.
Yeah, right. It would be great. Pull the ladder. Don't tell me he's trying to run off. And see, now you're in Japan. Everybody, all the soul things are speaking Japanese,
I see that. Yeah.
which I think is pretty
Okay.
cool.
All right, so let's learn some skills, right? Do I have skills? I have 2 skills.
You have 2 skill points.
I haven't. Okay, I still have magic and ninja for some reason already.
I don't know how. I've not gotten any more than 2 points in those in the time I've been playing. I don't know how to get more of them, or
We'll
employ
find out.
them.
All right, let's rock some high stance abilities. Okay.
Do you ever watch the movie?
This looks fun. Which movie?
Did you just push triangle? And I'll show you.
These movies.
Yeah, I
I
typically
don't
do.
usually.
Just so I have an idea of what the heck I'm getting myself into, other than just like a textual description of it.
Sure.
Is textual a word? I don't know.
It is now.
It is now. Boom. History lesson.
All right, I don't have any other armor. I also seem to have lost all my healing points.
Oh yeah. Oh, see if you have any of the Emerita to see if they carried over from that.
I don't
And-
think I do.
You have 150, so I doubt that.
I also have ninja. Didn't even notice.
You also have. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that you can get for it. Yeah, it costs 453. So you have to get more somewhere, but I don't know where or how.
I can increase my sacred water.
Sacred water, is that like what women carry babies in? Is their sacred water?
Some of them require cleared mission. I could do these. I could get these ones.
Oh.
Yeah, you're looking at the jutsu cost, which is separate from the ninja skill cost.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Jutsu is how much you have. Think of it like
your mana.
Yeah, I think of it as like spell slots, like from D&D.
Okay.
Let's do Shadouken just as a starter,
Oh yeah. Awesome. Know what I'm doing when I get home tonight.
and then 7 kunai, which are heavier but take twice as much jutsu. Let's ease up on that. Let's see.
So when William Adams did eventually make it to Japan after, I don't know, hundreds of days, 150 days at sea. Like, they stopped off in like Chile and a couple other places. By the time they didn't seem like they knew where they were going at all. They were following a Portuguese rudder, and a rudder's like a course marker for ships and stuff.
Okay.
And they weren't a Portuguese outfit; they were Dutch.
There goes my stone.
You should see this. They were Dutch, so they had like an illegal rudder, and he was following it. William Adams was. He was the one pilot, and like you saw, they lost 4 of their 5 ships that they sent out, and by the time they were even close to Japan, they only had like 20 people of their 100-man crew still alive, and like most of them had it's not jaundice, it's scurvy, and in one of the books I'm reading, it says that he like went into his room and like opened up a drawer and had like half of a nearly rotten apple, and like had to cut a little piece off of it and like gingerly eat it so he wouldn't pull his teeth out.
Oh man. Oh, I just got a whole bunch of stuff.
Yep, from completing the Last Chance trial.
Okay.
You should put on the Ogress mask. It's awesome.
Maybe I'll do it later.
What? Could you at least look at it?
I seem to be offline for some reason.
I don't know how. Oh, just push R3 and it connects you back. Okay, there you go.
Alright, well, hey, I think that's a good place to stop for this episode.
Yeah, this has been great. We did the trial thing. You got all your superpowers, and we'll see what Japan holds for us next time. This has been Rough Night Gaming. I'm Marcus.
And I'm Travis.
And we'll see you next time.